All right. All right. Hello and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be doing some Genshin Impact music reaction today, and we're going to be reacting to the song that is called Azhdaha Battle Theme. I think Azhdaha, something like that. I hope I pronounced that right. So this is all the phases of the battle, so I'm guessing this is a boss battle, and it has all two phases, or all the phases, I suppose it has. So we'll listen to this all the way through soon. But before, obviously this is a blind reaction, so I have not listened to this before. Before we get into the reaction, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. I would really appreciate that too. And this song was requested from some of the previous Genshin videos that we've done in the comments, so please put your requests as well in the comment section below, and we'll get to your requests too, whether they're Genshin or whether they're other themes as well. Please let me know from other games or animes or whatever. Let me know in the comments below. But having said all that, I think we should probably get straight into this reaction then. So this is a long song, 8 minutes long. So we'll just get straight into reacting to it, and we'll stop and start straight away. So the video is not 5 hours long. Okay, so let's get into Azhdaha Battle Theme from Genshin Impact in 3, 2, 1. Go. Okay. That's nice. Very nice. I'm going to stop it there just before it goes into the next section. Okay, so that was a really nice kind of way to bring us into the song. Well, this part says in the chapters here, it's called Ominous Monolith, and I think that's kind of the exact sort of feeling that I get is ominous, to have that kind of low hum coming from at the start here, and then building into those staccato bows, kind of building up that tension and building up that little pace to it. Particularly towards the end of the phrases as well, we kind of had that run as it ascended to kind of, elevate the track to kind of build that tension. And I do think that kind of low hum at the start of the track really does give that feeling of weight. It says monolith, ominous monolith was the prologue phase of this. So it kind of gives, a lot of weight and a lot of breadth and depth to, I suppose, what we might assume is coming later. Let's carry on. Stop there. Right, so that's the end of that phase. So that kind of did take the second part of the prologue up a gear. We had horns in there that brings that kind of full kind of classical sort of sound, orchestral sound. The deeper, louder sounds to bring in that drama within that. Also, we kind of had the bows doing this lovely legato kind of soaring lines as well to kind of elevate the feel of the music, but then to have those just enormous hits done by the low brass section of the orchestration, just to give that massive sound. And it does give you that, like, oh, something it's happening now, like something has changed and we're getting into it now, it's here, it's arrived. And then a bit more legato, fast paced strings to end the prologue section, to keep us kind of on tender hooks a little bit. Very cool so far. Very cool indeed. Let's get into the second section. Ode to Azhdaha, first phase. Let's go. Damn, okay. All right, I want to stop this now before we get too into it. Right, so we kind of had those dueling horns at the start. I might just go back a little bit so we can reference it. So, okay. These dueling horns at the start. Sounds like an army kind of sounding the horn before they're about to, like, go in and fight in a battle. Like, it's really grand and but still ominous. It's like coming danger on the way. Especially as it kind of grows in the sound as well. And that whole section there, I say, those big, large hits at the end of the phrases, again brings that weight and to the sound, and it's really kind of uncomfortable, you know? Go forward slightly. Yeah. I think that's just that the a cappella section, the vocal section there. It really does bring that, well, that feeling of like an ancient feeling, like this kind of whatever this is has just come out the depths of time, and it's power. It's pure kind of, yeah, power. And to have those kind of really kind of hits as well to kind of build up, and then we had that rest before the vocals came in. Really dramatic. Really dramatic. So we'll skip forward a tiny bit more and we'll listen. Oh. So like the horns like that tend to remind me of like Godzilla, kind of those kind of orchestrations that they'd use for, like, you know, those films and so on. That's what I get from this kind of absolute enormous titan coming. Okay, so what this song is doing is playing with the rest well to kind of build or to keep you tense. when it's kind of hitting in the horns, and then rest. I said I didn't say breast. Rest. And then it goes into the vocal, and it's just like it's always kind of keeping you on edge a little. And I'm sure when these kind of motifs kick in, when you're, I assume, fighting this boss, yes, you are. It can be quite like, it really adds to the atmosphere for the player. I like how now we're kind of, because we've built up, we've really got these earthy, rumbly sounds now. We've got, whereas before those kind of fast, more staccato notes were played by the strings, now we've got it played by horns. And then underneath we've still got that bam, dun, 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 and like the lower, much larger drums now are being used to give it that real deepness to it. It's really nice. I think that one thing is worth noting as well, although this is obviously now kind of built up into a much grander stage in the song now, and you could tell that there was the motif that was done by the horn before is now being done by the strings, and it's higher. But it's the dun 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 dun. Everything is played so precisely. There's no like swinging at all. It's all very bang bang on the beat, on the beat, on the beat, on the beat. But it's on the beat to the point where it sounds so sharp, not sharp as in tone, but just sharp as in precise. It's all very very precise. Bum 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 bum. Almost to a point where it's keeping keeping you tense because it's so hit 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 hit. Wow. That is fantastic. Right, that's the end of that phase. But to have that, then those hits, and then just the high kind of like the wind instruments to doing the sort of sounds. It's very like cinematic in how it's kind of composed in that sense, but to have that kind of really large full sound and then kind of having that kind of accented by the higher instruments is nice, but then it kind of fades out a little bit and kind of gets a little bit lower, and it's obviously going to build up again now. So we go out of Ode to Azhdaha first phase. Now we're going to the second phase, which is called Rage Beneath the Mountains, second phase elemental. Let's give this a listen in 3, 2, 1, go. I know I didn't want to pause it straight away, but the immediate thought, if you can hear that low rumble, very, very, very reminiscent of the battle theme from Final Fantasy VII. But that's kind of where I guess it's trying to kind of build towards now. It's like this is the moment. You're past or halfway or whenever in the fight. So this is the point where you got to push. This is the fight. This is the battle now. This is where it gets really serious. Still underneath, you kind of got the with the strings as well, keeping that pace, keeping that rhythm. Now we've kind of seemingly so far moved approximately, I don't know, just under a minute into the next phase. We've kind of moved into the higher sort of tones from the previous instruments, and we're getting kind of higher pitched kind of brass in there as well. And it sounds kind of heroic, and it sounds more elevated now than before. So this is completely changed. Yeah, it's definitely got a far more heroic and positive feel to the song now. And he's kind of using these kind of really soaring kind of, again, long notes held by the strings to kind of lift you up, and kind of, it's kind of like a motivating kind of more feeling now, as opposed, well, this is kind of like, oh, we're in trouble. This is kind of like push to the end, we're winning sort of feel to it. And I really like the use of the I believe the instrument that they've taken use of is called the erhu, which is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right either, I apologize, which is kind of an ancient, I believe, Chinese string, sort of two-strung violin, and it's got that very much ancient, sort of Far Eastern kind of sound, which is used in lots and lots and lots of different mediums as well. But I really like that use, because it really kind of sets it out, and it also kind of gives, I suppose, maybe a feel of the theme of where they are. I'm not sure, I haven't played it, so I don't know, but maybe that's kind of what it's going for. But anyway, let's keep going. All right. I got chills. Woo! All right, stop. Stop. I want to play that bit again. That was nuts. Just kind of how that blended in, and you kind of, at the start, you kind of heard the guitar tease a little bit. I think it was about here. Yeah, there you can hear that. And it's like, and that, I immediately thought in that moment, it's like, is there a guitar about to come? Is there a guitar about to come? But also, you got this super high, like, kind of flute sound as well, which is like really, really cool. Like the sound kind of depth has completely changed from this part here to where we are now. Yeah, you can hear the oh. And now we're having this just beautiful ascend with the kind of piano. You can, I think some of the strings as well are kind of following the same through the scale. And this guitar just coming in, and it just sounds phenomenal. It just cuts through, beautiful kind of overdriven tone. Oh, I love it. Beautiful pitch harmonics on a run there. Oh my god. So you've kind of got the orchestra kind of holding down the song and keeping the structure of it, I suppose. Just the pace under it. While you have the guitarist just going insane. Legato runs, going crazy with the whammy bar, just absolutely nuts sounding guitar. Beautiful, love it. Muted now with a fuzz on it. Ugh. Now we've kind of got this, it's kind of sort of changed kind of rhythm in a sense, where we've kind of got this like galloping sort of and which is very kind of classic metal sort of style rhythm. It's yeah, cool. I'm going to stop it just now, and then we'll talk a bit, and then I'll let it play to the end. Yeah, now it's them building up, and now we've got kind of the who and the other strings coming back in, pushing it forward, going just higher and higher in pitch as well. It feels like we're really soaring to the crescendo now, which obviously we are, because we're getting to the end of the song. And keeping that kind of, again, I suppose that kind of thickness within the muted, palm muted electric guitar underneath it as well. I mean, I suppose one way you could interpret it is we have these very, very earthy, deep, low sounds here. And here we have these, you know, the electric guitar and all the other sounds. And these are kind of like, maybe I'm looking too deeply into it, but that is kind of the point of these videos, is that the sounds being added here, particularly as you get more towards the end of the fight and you're winning, or hopefully, are getting more kind of represented by man, whereas or the humans or the people in the game, and this is kind of more about the boss, Azhdaha. This is kind of like where the boss has the advantage, and then when we have the strings and the guitar, it's like now this is the point where the balance is shifted and it's in the favor of the players as opposed to the boss. You could interpret it like that, or not. It doesn't matter, really. It's just part of the fun of what we do here. But let's play until the end. Let's go. Wow, stop there. Wow, 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 wow. That was amazing. And a wonderful end as well, just kind of built up with the hits as well. The dun, 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 dun. And really, really good way to end the song. And then also incredible track. Incredible track to go through. Really, really was indeed. Yeah, I think that's the main difference between the phases, is if you listen to this here. Not only the sort of, you know, the choice of sound in terms of it's a lot more, you know, lower, but also it's a lot more ominous. And I believe it must be in a minor key. And then I'm not sure what the key is. And you can see the vibe of it all is completely changed. And it's, again, I believe a major key now. And that kind of gives it that positive spin. And I guess that's kind of the feel that they're going for, where when you're in phase 1, you're at a disadvantage because you've got a long way to go, I assume. When you're in phase 2, you're at the advantage because you've almost won, up to the point where you do win. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure, but that's kind of how I'm seeing it. But anyway, let me know what you thought of the Azhdaha battle themes of all the phases in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know what you'd like to see next on the channel as well in the comment section below. I'd really appreciate that. If you enjoyed this video, please do like it, and especially if you made it this far, please do like it and subscribe to the channel as well. I'd appreciate that a lot, very much. And also follow me on my socials below in the comments, in the link in the description below. I mean, especially my Twitch and my TikTok. I'd appreciate that very much. But having said all of that, thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you very much. Goodbye.